Good morning. It is Thursday, March 26th, 9:50 a.m. Little child has already been up, went potty, had some good drinks of water, and now she's sound asleep. It's a quiet morning. Very few people around. I am a 72-year-old van dweller. Little child is my 14-year-old Chihuahua service animal, and I have a 30-year-old cockatiel. All of this coronavirus thing, of course, has complicated everyone's life. And I don't have a TV, so I watch the YouTube rebroadcast or recording of the broadcast. And this morning I watched David Muir from last evening. Well, he's a nice-looking guy, very enthusiastic reporter. He's doing what he wanted to do his entire life. He said even as a child he pretended to be a news reporter and be on TV. And he's doing his job very well. And what is his job right now? His job right now is to terrify the viewing audience with corona statistics. A lot of hoopla has gone on about this Covid19. And I've spoken with doctors. I have spoken with other people in the medical profession. And, of course, everybody's complying with the government recommendations from the CDC and the WHO. They're not in agreement with it because it's so far blown out of reality, honestly. So let's go over some statistics, all right? This is information that I Googled. You can Google it. You can do the same thing. Okay. So first of all, this is from Google. Predicted heart attacks, fatal. We're talking fatal heart attacks, because these were the top 20 diseases killing Americans in 2020. Okay, they're saying 103.4 deaths per 100,000 people. Fatal heart attacks. 34.8 people with strokes for every 100,000 people in the United States. Okay. But when you figure it out, take 328 million, which is the supposed total of human beings living in the United States, and divided by 100,000 to come to find out how many increments of 100,000 people is in 328 million. So there are 3,280 increments of 100,000 people. So then you would take 103 heart attacks per 100,000 people, and you get 339,152 fatal heart attacks in a year. And then you take 339,152 divide it by 12 months in the year, and you come to 28,262. And we've already nearly ended 3 months of 2020. This is towards the end of March. So 3 months times 28,262, we've already had, according to these calculations on Google, 84,788 fatal heart attacks. Heart attacks that killed people. Death by heart attack in the first 3 months of 2020. 84,788 nationwide. Got it? Nationwide, in 3 months of COVID-19, we only have 900 deaths and a few thousand cases. So the COVID-19 is not killing people even anywhere near as fast as fatal heart attacks that continue to happen regardless if there's COVID-19 in the air. So whether or not everybody's on lockdown, whether or not everybody's wearing masks, gloves, spraying themselves with alcohol, all these people are going to continue to die of heart attacks, totally unrelated to COVID-19. Got it? 84,788 fatal heart attacks compared to 900 fatal cases of COVID-19. I mean, worldwide, there aren't even 84,788 deaths from COVID-19. Worldwide, add up every death in every country. Ain't going to be close. So at this point, we have 900 deaths in 328 million in the United States. A population of 328 million people. We have 900 deaths from corona or from COVID-19. Or maybe when they tell us corona, maybe they're not isolating the COVID-19 cases. Maybe it's because coronavirus is the common cold. It is an influenza, and it's been around for a long time. COVID-19 is a particular strain of coronavirus. So when they're saying coronavirus, how many of those cases are actually COVID-19? How many of the people coming in and testing positive for coronavirus are testing positive for the COVID-19 strain? They're not telling us that. Why not? These are the combined deaths of all the corona cases. And these 900 could have died before the COVID-19 came about. It just doesn't add up. Why we're going to these extremes over this, I don't think it has anything to do with it. Normally, without COVID-19, the number 12 cause of deaths in the United States is influenza and pneumonia, coronavirus. With an annual death count of 26,346. Divide that by 12, which I did not do, but you can calculate it in your mind, and you're going to have about 2,500 deaths each month from influenza and pneumonia in the United States. But they're telling us we've had 900 deaths so far. From regular influenza and pneumonia, it is predicted for us to have 26,346 deaths in a 12-month period. Divide it by 12. Off the top of my head, 2,000 a month would make it 24,000 in a year. So I'm guessing like around 2,500 a month that we would normally have deaths from influenza and pneumonia. So multiply that times 3. It's March. So 3 times 2,500 would be 7,500, right? 7,500 deaths that should have already occurred from influenza and pneumonia in any given year. Predicted for 2020, there have been 900. And David Muir says, the death rate from coronavirus has jumped to 900 nationwide. What about all the years that it was 7,500 in 3 months? And nobody said anything about it. I don't know, you guys can do this. All other combined deaths from disease in the United States on any given year for men is 188,672. For women is 137,842. Those are the stats for the top 4 diseases killing Americans in 2020. That's what it says on the page. Do your own calculations. Do your own calculations. It doesn't make any sense. I don't believe it's about a COVID-19 strain of virus. I do believe it's all about putting us in a mentality to be submissive and follow completely, unquestioningly, through terror, mental terror, emotional terror, what will end up being a one world government. And I believe that the Democrats are definitely going to be instrumental in pushing this onto the Americans. And there's so much against President Trump. But look, I didn't vote for him. I'm going to tell you that straight up. I did not vote for him. I also did not vote for Hillary. But he is our president. He has done good things. He is doing something good. He is paying attention to the fact that we need to keep our commerce open. Once commerce shuts down completely in the United States, we're not going to recover. So let him do his thing as a businessman, he's really brilliant as a businessman. In the meantime, everybody be paying attention because he's looking at the stats. 900 cases and 900 deaths in the United States from coronavirus compared to the normally 26,000 is nothing. That's why he's not getting all bananas about it. Let him do his thing. Be grateful that we're paying attention to this. Be thankful. Have a beautiful day.